Well, guys, some of you might know this already, but I always visit local cemeteries everywhere I go in the world, especially in the small towns. Well, today I am in Taretan, Mexico, and I am at the local cemetery in Taretan, Mexico. But today my visit to the cemetery has double meaning. One, it's because I always visit local cemeteries. And secondly, it's because Taretan is the birthplace of my wife. And this is the place where she grew up. This is the place she went to school. This is the place she went to high school. This is the place where, she started her life. And many of her family members are laid to rest right here in this old cemetery. So she is somewhere down there visiting the grave of her family members, grandmother, uncles, cousins, a whole bunch of other people. And as I'm visiting and I look at these very old tombs, and it's interesting in the sense of the culture. Okay, this is an old tomb, it's all cracked up. I see lots of places where there is like burning. I don't know if it's cultural, I don't know exactly why, but I see a lot of tombs that have like burned wood, things like that, as you guys can see here. So let me just go around. I know this is not a happy video, but this is a video that allows you to see other cultures, to see the difference between the States, our culture, and other cultures around the world. So take this video as a learning experience. This is an old tomb. The age is 1879. And as you guys can see there, also burned marks, something happened there. Maybe we have lots of friends, lots of members on Yonkers Voice that are Mexicans. They understand the culture. Perhaps they can tell us why there is so much, why we see this. I know there is a celebration, Day of de los Muertos. It's very important in Mexico. So maybe this has something to do with it. Maybe some of our members, our folks, can tell us about this. Okay, I see my wife over there. She's taking a picture of where her grandmother was buried. And I'm respectfully walking between the tombs. I'm not walking over the tombs. So before somebody steps in and say, oh, be more respectful because you shouldn't be walking on top. I am not walking on top of the tombs. I'm walking next to it, next to them, in between, like here. You see, this is not a tomb. And that's where I'm walking. This is a tomb. So I am very conscious about it. I am very respectful. I don't want to offend anybody. Okay, so I want you to know that I am doing this in a very respectful way. And I'm going to conclude this broadcast by paying respects to my wife's grandmother's tomb, which is this blue one right here. Grandmother and her son are buried right here on this tomb. So they might rest in peace. Now this is the other side of the cemetery, a newer one, because those of the cemetery on the other side, it's very old, as you guys could see, 1800s, and probably even before that. So this is the new cemeteries, the new cemetery, and it's totally different. Okay, and let me show you something that I found to be a little bit of think to me. This is a coffin. This is a coffin that it's right here against the wall. It's a lot of garbage in there. It's empty. But at one point it was not. We don't see things like this in the US. It's different, okay? It's a different culture. I'm not trying to criticize anyone's culture. I'm just saying that it's different. It's different. Okay, the Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Death in Mexico, it's celebrated in a very unbelievable way. And another thing that it's amazing is right here on this second part of the cemetery, you see this little house, I don't know if you would call it. This is the restroom. If you need to go at an emergency, you have a place to go. Let me show you the new part. As you guys can see, Niña Perla Arcolo Pacheco passed on 12/22, 2020. This is a family spot. She's buried there, and the place is open because then the rest of the family can be buried in the same spot. And if you look around, you probably won't be able to see it from my video, but there is a whole bunch of family plots here on this other section of the cemetery. And that door there takes you to the old cemetery. For us to get here, we had to go through that door towards this side. So again, guys, I'm doing this respectful. I respect the dead. I'm here with my family, visiting the place where they will rest to sleep, where they will rest for eternity. So I mean, no offense to anyone